The rest of that week was a grayish blur of discontented monotony. Just eating and sleeping and doing Lavinia's shows and waiting to go home. The last night, a few minutes before the last show, I sat backstage with Randy. We crouched in a corner on the floor. There was scarcely an empty chair or unoccupied square foot of space in or around the lounge. Such was the draw Lavinia White had become. She had been held over for 4 more weeks. Randy, Snooky, and I had politely declined the offer, relayed through Marcia, to stay on. In the 2 weeks we'd sung behind her, Lavinia had never once spoken directly to me or Randy. Glad this one's almost over, I asked Randy, quite rhetorically. Glad this one's almost over? I asked Randy, quite rhetorically. She snorted a cigarette smoky laugh. Yeah, you could say that. I guess we just chalk it up to experience, huh? Sugar, she said, shoving her cigarette on the concrete floor. This little girl is so fucking tired, excuse my French, of chalking shit up to experience. She lit another cigarette, exhaled a haze of gray-white smoke, and stared into it for a moment. You know, she turned to me suddenly, I've been singing professionally since I was 12 years old. You're kidding, what? What am I doing in fucking Las Vegas, sitting on the floor in somebody else's too-tight black dress, about to go sing behind some little no-town black bitch? Okay, I conceded the spirit, if not the letter of my question. Randy shrugged, turned up a well-lipsticked mouth. I owed Marcia a couple of favors. She wanted to use my boys for this gig. Besides, a paying job's a paying job, huh? But you're so good, I said. One of the best I've seen around town. I'd expect you'd have a recording contract at least by now. Oh, sugar, I had a recording contract 4 or 5 years ago. Cut an album. I never got any push, never even got any kind of distribution. It was a shitty deal all around. I was young and stupid. Didn't even know enough to get a good lawyer. They said recording contract, and I just signed. She looked straight ahead for a moment as if reading some writing on the opposite wall. Marcia done anything for you? She asked. Oh yeah, I said. I mean, she got me the Blue Dahlia gig, of course, and she's promised to get me on the Griffin show. Oh, she'll do it, Randy said. How do you know? She got me on. Really? A couple of times. Oh, don't tell me, she said. Let me guess. You've been running around thinking you were going to get on TV and make show business history. National exposure. The phones start ringing off the hooks and your career is made. Am I close? Damn close. She put a pudgy, nail-gnawed hand across mine. Sugar Pie, take it from a woman who knows. It just don't work that way. I understand where you're from. I mean, I watched all those Ruby Keeler movies on TV too. But it's just not like that. What it's like is a whole lot of work for a whole lot of years, a whole lot of Marcia Goldman, a whole lot of getting fucked over by people don't deserve to wipe your ass. And maybe you make it. I mean, really make it. But more likely you'll find yourself 33 years old with your kid at home and you in fucking Las Vegas singing backups for Lavinia White. We just sat for a moment holding hands. I had been royally beamed with the high and inside pitch of reality, and I was a little bit dazed. Randy took her hand from mine, mussed the top of my head. Don't let me get to you, sugar. I'm old and bitter, and it has not been a wonderful 2 weeks. I hear you, sister. Will you two please get off the floor? Marcia stood close enough to inundate both of us with her Estee Lauder body splash. We go up in 5 minutes. Now let's get the lead out. No, let's get the lead out. Randy stretched her legs out in front of her, clicked the heels of her black patent leather pumps together, and said, There's no place like home.